Hey everyone, thank you for joining. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. So I'm just gonna get straight to it. I passed the AANP exam on October 31st, 2020. I'm sorry that this video is just being made. I've had a ton of life experiences. I just came back from travel nursing. I'll get into that a little later in another video. But I want you to know that you can pass the FNP exam too. If I passed it, you will pass. All right, so a little bit about my background. I was a CNA, I was an LPN, and an RN, so I have taken the LPN exam and the RN NCLEX exam. So I know a little bit about testing, but let me just tell you, the AANP is nothing like the RN exam to me. If you think anything different, comment below. But the AANP exam, I was about to cry. I had 150 questions and I marked, you also get to flag your questions so you can go back and review them. I marked 75 questions, y'all. 75. I will say that the exam was heavy on the elderly population. It was heavy on peds population, and all the stuff that it seems like I studied for, I didn't have much on it. Like I really looked into like asthma treatments, things of that nature, but it didn't hit me heavy like it did with peds and the elderly. So I would focus a lot more on the elderly and on peds. Now, let's get into what I use to review. I use this book, the APEA, Advanced Practice Education Associates. This is by Hoyer. And also, the school that I went to, they did a review course for us. It was with our tuition. We did a live review with Dr. Hoyer. Here's all of that. As you can see, that review was full of a lot of information that you can't memorize all these hundreds of pages, all these books. You just can't do it. You can't. It's impossible. So, Dr. Hoyer, her review was good. I will say that I like her engagement. She's funny. She's very thorough, but I did feel like her review was not enough for me to pass. I will say that the longer you wait, the harder it's gonna be. I graduated school on August the 29th, 2020. I started doing some crisis contracts, travel nursing, for about 2 months. And then I tested October 31st, 2020. So I did wait a little bit and I felt like I needed some more review. So next I paid for Sarah Michelle's review. Sarah Michelle is, she is very great with teaching. She has like a subscription you can do. I think it's monthly. I just did 1 month of it. It is a little pricey, but it is worth it. I will say, also another thing with Sarah Michelle, she has this new course. It's called Pharmacology. That course was very helpful. Hoyer also has a pharmacology that is very helpful. Both of those two have very great pharmacology courses. If you're like me and you get kind of stuck and not really understand something, they really break those pharmacology courses down for you. Okay, next, oh, I forgot to mention this one for Hoyer. This, it's a really good guide. It's by Hoyer as well. But as you can see, nobody got time. Nobody got time for that. Okay, let me show you this book. This book is like the Bible for FNP. So you need to get this copy. Family Nurse Practitioner Certification Intensive Review by Leak. This is worth it. It also has a downloadable app where you can do questions. I did download the app and do questions on it. To me, the questions from here, they were more like the exam based. I also did the FNP Mastery app. I paid for the subscription. Those to me were not that helpful. Maybe if you're taking the ANCC, maybe it would be helpful. I just didn't find it too helpful for the style questions that were on the AANP exam. So I did Hoyer review. That was paid for in my tuition with the school. So I did that review. You can also go back and listen to the review. I think it's twice. I honestly did not go back and listen to the review. Next, I did do the Sarah Michelle review. That was helpful. That is a monthly subscription thing. Next, I did Vanicia Clark. I found her also on Facebook, like I did Sarah Michelle. Oh, another thing that I like about Sarah Michelle is that every day she like updates her Facebook page, and like she asks questions, and like it just gets you to thinking. And so I think that's very good for engagement. But next I did Vanicia Clark. I did her review. It was a 2-day live review. She has different reviews for AANP, ANCC, and the mental health exam. And of course, I signed up for the AANP exam review. It was 2 days live review. Her review to me was the most helpful. I'm not sure if it's because I took it last minute, and then like after I took her review, I scheduled to take my test the next week. But I could remember everything that she said from her live review, and it really helped me answer some of my questions from the AANP exam. Like I said, I flagged 75 questions on the exam. But something that Sarah Michelle taught us was to don't go back over your answers. I mean, you can, but her motto is you will pass. So when you're answering your questions, you should take it like you can't go back to it, even though you can. But make sure that like your first answer is your best choice answer. Make sure of that. So with me having 75 questions, I did not go back and review it. I honestly thought that I had failed it. Another tidbit,